Hello parents and welcome to BLW Store. In this video we're going to be comparing Holle and Kabrita formulas. As always, we're going to leave the link of the article in the description just in case you want to read the whole thing. We're going to be focused on Holle's goat milk version. So I'm guessing that if you're here is because you're wondering whether to buy Holle goat milk version or Kabrita, right? Kabrita only makes goat milk formulas. Holle has a cow's milk version, but in this article, obviously, we're going to be focused on the goat milk version of Holle. Yes? So, we're not going to go through everything. Okay, we're going to go straight to the point here to our short answer. All right? And we're going to try to explain it and to elaborate a bit on this. Okay? So it says, after analyzing both formulas, one thing is clear, and this is true: whichever one you choose, we assure you that you will be buying one of the best formulas for your baby. And this is completely true. But it has some caveats, okay? So don't go yet. So we say here the formulas made with goat milk are usually better for most babies to those made with cow's milk. And even more so if they are of the quality, that both Holle and Kabrita have. Why is this? Because goat milk formulas are easier to digest, okay? This is because the protein is different, it's A2 protein mostly, and the fat profile is also a bit different, okay? Now, we say here that if we had to choose one, we would opt for Holle, for the simple reason that it uses whole milk. We will explain this a little bit now, okay? If we see that after a few weeks he suffers from digestive problems, we will probably try Kabrita, right? Since of paper is easier to digest. And we're going to also give an answer to this, all right? Now, one thing that you need to be aware of is that, Holle has one Holle has one goat milk version, okay? Which is this one. However, Kabrita has, depending on where you buy it, has two different versions, okay? It has the European version, which is this one, okay? You're going to see here it says made in the Netherlands, right? And then you have the US version. These are different, okay? Even though it's the same formula, the ingredients are different, right? So this is the main thing you should be aware of, okay? So here I've opened the ingredients of the European Kabrita. And here I have the ingredients of the US Kabrita. Okay, now it says here manufactured in the Netherlands for Kabrita USA, right? So be careful with this. Now we're gonna take a look at the differences. Yes, let's begin. It starts the European one, okay? Skimmed goat milk, okay. Lactose, okay. Vegetable oils, obviously. We have coconut, rapeseed, and sunflower. And then we have something called high SN2 palmitic acid oil, which I will explain what this is in a minute. And then we have whey protein concentrates, etc., etc. And gauze, which is a prebiotic. Great. Everything's great. Perfect. We go to USA. We're going to find lactose as the first ingredient. Great. Then non-fat dried goat milk. Okay. And then vegetable oils. First problem. We have soybean oil. Okay, so the first oil here is soybean instead of coconut, like in the other one. Then we have high oleic sunflower, and then coconut. So out of these three oils that we have here, only coconut oil is, coconut oil is great, to be honest. But these two, soy oil is horrible. I don't know why most formulas in the United States have soybean oil. And also high oleic sunflower oil. If we go back here, you're going to see that it has coconut oil, rapeseed, and sunflower, right? That's it. Now, in here, it also says that it has high 2 palmitic acid vegetable oil, palm oil, which is basically the same, okay, as in this one, which is okay, and then the rest of the ingredients, right? Gauze, which is the prebiotic, etc., etc., and the minerals, and the rest of the vitamins. So the main problem, and also the US version has glucose syrup solids. This ingredient is not present in the European version of Kabrita. Okay. Now, which one should you get? Obviously, European one. If you're wondering, if you live in the United States and you're wondering between buying Holle and Kabrita, and you opt for Kabrita, please choose the European version of Kabrita because of these things that I'm telling you. Okay. Now, soybean is not good. High oleic is worse than without any, without being refined. Yes. And then glucose syrup solids. This is a sweetener. Is not needed. It's an extra ingredient to make the formula sweeter. Okay, and that is a problem because if your baby gets used to sweet things, it's gonna develop a sweet tooth. Okay, I mean that's been proven, and that's what happens. Okay, that's why we see. It's one of the reasons we see many, overweight kids in the United States, and that this is a reality. Okay, it happens. So again, try to avoid soy oil, try to avoid corn syrup solids or glucose syrup solids as much as you can. All right. Now, why do we prefer Holle as we say here? We opt for Holle. Why? Because it uses whole milk. All right. So if I go to the ingredients of Holle, I'm gonna go here. All right. So we find whole goat milk powder, and then lactose, and then vegetable oils, sunflower and rapeseed. Why only 2 oils? Because in here we don't find coconut, we don't find any other oil, we don't see palm oil, we don't see anything else. Because it's using whole milk. This means that the formula already has fats from milk, from real milk, which is what you want, okay? And your baby wants. So if you can buy and if you can find a whole milk formula, whether it is cow or goat, that is the best option, hands down, okay? Most of the time. And maybe, some babies with whole milk, they have more problems digesting the fats, but it's not usually the fats the problem, okay? It's usually the lactose, or it's usually the type of protein and not the fats, all right? And even less if it's goat milk, because goat milk is easier to digest than cows. All right. So again, if you choose one, we would recommend Holle because it uses whole milk. Kabrita, the only good thing comparing Kabrita with Holle, not Kabrita US. I'm going to close this. And by the way, I've opened here an article talking about glucose syrup, just in case you don't believe me. It's basically, from Healthline, okay, if you trust Healthline, glucose syrup isn't a healthy ingredient and should be avoided as much as possible. You can minimize your intake by reading ingredient labels, okay? So again, read the labels. If you find any type of syrups, glucose, whatever, just try to avoid it, right? And accept, unless your baby has lactose intolerance and you need a formula that is, designed for babies with cow's milk protein allergy. In that case, you're going to need a formula with probably corn syrup solids or maltodextrin. Okay, maltodextrin is not that bad compared to corn syrup solids. Now, why do we choose Holle? Sorry, we were here. Why? I mean, Kabrita also had a good thing. I'm going to talk about these ingredients. Okay, this comes from palm oil. Okay, and you're going to say, well, palm oil is a bad thing, right? Because palm oil is bad for the environment, etc., etc. Well, it is, okay? It's true. And all the palm oil we use, it should be organically grown, okay? That's the first thing. Actually, Holle cow's milk formula uses organically grown palm oil, and that is completely okay, okay? Nutritionally speaking, the best vegetable oils are coconut and palm oil. Okay, those are the 2 best vegetable oils. Now the problem is when they use palm olein. Okay, that's the problem, which Enfamil does. Enfamil uses palm olein, and that is a derivative, or they take it from palm oil, and is, if you think about it, it's palm oil, but it's been refined, and it's been proven to have to impact calcium absorption in babies. So again, palm olein, avoid it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm sorry. And then, what is this? This is extracted from palm oil, but it is exactly the molecule that is found in breast milk. So many formulas use palm oil because palm oil resembles some fats from breast milk that are very easy to digest and very nutritious for babies. Okay. Now Kabrita goes one step further and says, okay, we're not going to use the whole palm oil. We're just going to take what we need from here, so it resembles breast milk perfectly. And that's what they did. Okay. So when I say that Kabrita may be easier to digest, is because this particular fat is very easy to process, and coconut oil it is as well. All right. However, if we had to choose between these ingredients and then whole milk, we would definitely go with whole milk. Definitely. Okay, nutritionally speaking, it's much better, and Holle uses less vegetable oils because of, having the milk fats. All right. So if you want to buy them online, we always recommend Organic's Best. We find it here. However, Kabrita in Europe, if you want to buy the Europe version, which is the one we recommend, you have to find this probably at Mommy's Formula. Okay, again, we're going to leave the link in the description below so you can get here, and if you want, you can go and read the whole article because we explain everything else. All right, all the ingredients and everything else. Now, we always end the videos by offering alternatives. We think that as parents, you should always have an alternative, one or two alternatives in your head, just in case, the first one you choose don't work for your baby if something happens. Okay, so if you want a goat milk formula, which is the thing we recommend, just go the goat milk route. You have Candid Milk Goat, which is an amazing option. You have Nanny Care, you have Juvie or Jovie, I don't know how to pronounce that in English, and Hip Goat. So there are many goat milk alternatives. Again, all of them European. You can find them also on Organic's Best. And if we had to choose one among all of these, Jovie probably it is one of the best goat milk formulas we have seen because it also uses whole milk. But Nanny Care is also amazing. Candid Milk Goat, any of these four, it would be amazing for your baby, to be honest. And Hip is also great because they use prebiotics and probiotics, and for gut health and their immune system, this is also amazing. Okay, so if you find that your baby has some digestive problems, Hip probably is the way to go. All right, so that's all. We hope this video has solved some questions, and please leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you like this content, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.